You?
Jesus.
This is shock me.
Okay, so that was the video that we posted about the disparity in scan results, and a lot of women were saying, yes, it's happened to them, yes, it's happened to them, oh my god, I don't understand, oh my god, why? My dating scan is saying something else, my doctor is saying something else, the scan report is saying something else. Relax. So I'm going to take a few minutes to explain to you how you can be at a certain gestational age based on your knowledge of your last menstrual period, your LMP. You know your gestational age, your accurate gestational age, yet the scan is telling you something different. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, for dating purposes, you want to do your scan in the first trimester. Optimally, the first 12 weeks, you want to do your scan so that you can get an accurate dating, as accurate as possible. So you either know your last menstrual period very accurately, or you do a dating scan. Note it and keep, because you're going to use it as a benchmark. Just note it somewhere and do what? And keep it. Good. As you are coming in the pregnancy, baby is great. So the scan will now determine gestational age based on your baby's weight. That's why the older the pregnancy gets, the less accurate the scan is able to date, because at this time babies are developing differently. Right? Babies are genetic purposes, issues with the pregnancy, babies are developing differently, right? As at the time when you're doing dating scan, your baby is like the size of a seed. Like, it's the size, do you understand? It's so small, and all babies are that stage, so it's very accurate. But as the babies start growing, second trimester, third trimester, differences begin to manifest. And so the scan will date your baby. The scan will estimate gestational age based on your baby's weight. So what does this mean? Let us use 28 weeks, for example. Baby is supposed to be about 1 kg at 28 weeks. If you go, you know your LMP, you are supposed to be 28 weeks. You go and the scan estimates that baby, that based on what it has been scanned, you are 30 weeks. So the scan estimates you forward. Or you go and the scan estimates you backwards. It doesn't say that you are 28 weeks. It says that you are 26 weeks. Please, let me say it slowly again so that you follow me. You are 28 weeks where your baby is supposed to be 1 kg. And you go for scan. And the scan either estimates you forward or estimates you backward. What does it mean? If it estimates you on the DOT, on the dots, you are 28, you are 28, you are 28. So by your LMP, you are 28 weeks. You go for scan, you're 28 weeks. Baby is growing appropriately. There is no intrauterine growth restriction. There is no large for gestational age. Baby is growing normally. If you go and scan estimates you forward. When I say estimate you forward, it means that instead of your EDD maybe being 30th January, it now tells you that your EDD is 14th February because of the baby's weight that it has seen. What does it mean? It means your baby is smaller. It means your baby is smaller than should be for gestational age. Listen again, if you don't get anything from this mini tutorial, if you go and scan, estimate your EDD forward, it means that your baby is smaller than expected for gestational age. If you go and scan, estimates you backward, it means your baby is bigger than expected for gestational age. Because by the time you are in second trimester and third trimester, scan is based on fetal weight. So a bigger baby than expected means that the scan will tell you that your EDD has come back. A smaller baby than expected means that the scan will tell you that your EDD has gone forward. An appropriate fetal weight will tell you that your EDD is right on the money. So if your EDD is 30th January or 30th December, you go for scan. It will tell you 30th December or 30th January. If it tells you 29th, when your LMP says 30, you're still fine. If it tells you 28, you're still fine. If it tells you 31st, you're still fine. It's within range. But if you go and your scan, and you're supposed to be 30th January, and scan tells you, madam, based on what we see, you are now 31st March. Baby is not growing up. Or it tells you, madam, based on what we see, instead of your LMP to be 30th January, we are now seeing 16th January. Or Robo is coming up. So that is how a scan can talk to you and let you know what to do so that you can move early. And that's why we have a schedule for our birth-safe mamas, so that they know when to scan and they know when to start intervening, so that they can make sure that baby's weight is appropriate for gestational age, so that it does not cause problems with excess uterine distension. Because the bigger your baby is, the more distended your uterine walls are. The more distended your uterine walls are, the more you struggle with labor. The more you struggle with quick birth, the more you struggle with recovery. See, birth safe is plenty. I told you that we go where regular antenatals don't go. I told you. But I hope this was helpful to you. Write it down. Get a jotter, get a pen and a paper, write it down. If your EDD is being estimated forward, your baby is not growing as expected. If your EDD is estimated backward, your baby is bigger than expected for gestational age. If it's right on the money, bam, you don't have a problem. Okay? Was it helpful to you? So don't cry again. Go and get your scan results and interpret it. Go and look again. Those of you that they told you that your EDD is forward, those of you that they told you that your EDD is backward, you know what to do. Fetal weight control. If your EDD is forward, why are we having intrauterine growth restriction? If you're not in bed safe, I'm going to treat this topic inside and tell mamas what to do. If you're not in bed safe, click the link and come in. It's plenty. Did this help you? If it did, tell me in the comment section. Love you. Bye.